Hey guys, so I've been saying for the longest time that what?
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
She's judging me. I've been saying for such a long time that I'm gonna record this video, and I am determined to get this video up before she turns 1. I think about this all the time, and I'm either too busy or just life happens. So I'm going to be talking about my preeclampsia, having preeclampsia, the whole story, and how I'm doing now and what's been going on now. If this is your first time here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe if you like these kind of videos. I do a lot of different kind of stuff. My channel is just kind of random. Speaking of random, that color just changed dramatically. Anyway, so yeah, I do a bunch of different things. I vlog sometimes. I do a lot of hair stuff. I like to do the crazy colors, which obviously this isn't a crazy color, but that is coming soon. I don't know. It's just random. I'll just go ahead and introduce myself. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie. I like to go by Steph. I have 3 kids. Samuel, who is 4. This is not Samuel. Samuel, who is 4, Jackson, who is 2, and Addison, who is now 11 months old. A little backstory. In all of my pregnancies, I have had in my past pregnancies, in all of my pregnancies, I have had gestational diabetes, which means I only have diabetes when I'm pregnant. I have high blood sugar. I control it with weight. I control it with weight. I wish. I controlled it with my diet, low carb diet, low sugar. Unfortunately, I had to have a lot of, oh no. Sorry, there's a baby on the floor. I had to have a lot of artificial sweeteners if I wanted sugar. Even if I wanted fruit, it would make my blood sugar shoot up higher than it should be. So, you know, I'd have to eat high. Why don't you just sit here and look pretty? You just sit here and look pretty? Yeah. So I'd have to eat high protein and keep my sugar down. If I didn't control it with my diet, then the babies were at risk at being big. I think I was at risk for a lot of other things. I can't remember it, but obviously diabetes is no joke. It's not something anyone wants to mess around with. So yeah, I was able to control it with my diet. Some people that cannot control it with their diet, as in like they try and it just doesn't, their bodies just don't work with them. She's like judging me. Their bodies just don't respond to it. They'll have to be on some kind of insulin, I'm assuming. My oldest sister did not have it with her first pregnancy, but she had it with her second pregnancy, and that's what happened to her. She was diagnosed with it, and she tried so hard to control it with her diet, and she ended up having to take medication for it, which is okay. It doesn't make you a failure. I know she felt like she was a failure, and she was not. Just everyone's body responds differently to different things. Like, you know, mine, I'm always have some issues, complications when I'm pregnant. So yeah, my youngest sister, all her pregnancies, she hasn't had any problems. She almost had a 10-pound baby, but she didn't have gestational diabetes. That was her first baby. She's now pregnant with her 3rd baby and seems to be doing fine. I didn't exactly go to the doctor right away with her. I was in my 2nd trimester when I went in there because I didn't have a vehicle. I didn't have a way getting there. And, you know, life likes to throw me lemons a lot. Some of it's by choices, some of it's by situations, and I don't know. But I am determined to get through this. I'm so sorry for the ever-changing light. The sun is bipolar, or the clouds are bipolar today, and they don't know if they want to be in, you know, cover up the sun or not. Every time I went in for a doctor's appointment, my blood pressure was high. Like, 150 over something. There was one time I ended up going to the emergency room because of something else, because of a pain I was having in my leg that was really random. They just wanted to rule out a blood clot and was fine, but my blood pressure was high. Anytime I went in to see my doctor, my blood pressure was high, and it was always,
we'll just keep an eye on it.
every time they just say, well,
We'll just keep an eye on it.
And I did some more research about it, and I saw that there was different reasons your blood pressure could be high. And in the beginning, I'm like, this is just stress, because my life was stressful. I didn't have a vehicle. I'm stuck at the house all the time. Story of my life. I don't have, yeah, that's for something else. But anyway, life was just stressful. Like, finances are stressful. And so I listened to them, and I just let them worry about it. But I did more research and came across preeclampsia, eclampsia, all that stuff. And some people like to tell me that I'm kind of a hypochondriac, and really, I mean, I can be dramatic sometimes, and I can think, oh, well, you know, what if this isn't a migraine? What if I'm having an aneurysm? You know, that kind of thing. And I think that's more like anxiety. But I knew, I was like, I don't feel right. I was dizzy a lot. Yeah. My blood sugar wasn't even that much of an issue, even though I failed. No, they just tell me, you know, don't worry about it. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I had this written down, I had this typed out, and all that stuff disappeared. So now I'm just going by memory, and my memory is not very good. I brought it up with them when I went in, and I was like, is there a possibility that I have preeclampsia? And they're like,
well, we'll just do the 24-hour urine with you.
Which you literally have this orange container. If I have a picture, this is what it looks like. You have to take all of your urine for 24 hours, pee in a cup, and dump it into this container. And keep it in the refrigerator at all times. First of all, what a pain in the butt. I know it was medically necessary, and so I just did it. I wasn't excited about it, but I did it. They didn't tell me that I had to come in and be seen, so after I was done filling up the 24-hour urine thing, I sent my husband to take it in. Well, they're like,
oh, we can't take this because she needs to be here because she needs to get blood work to be sent out with this.
Didn't tell me that. I had to come in, I had to get another 24-hour urine thing, do the same thing, and came in and did the blood work with it. And I waited on the results, and nobody said anything. Like, so I figured, you know, no news is good news. Came in, they said,
no, everything looks fine. There's no protein being poured into your urine, so, you know, that you don't have preeclampsia.
And I was like, okay. Well, then weeks went by, my blood pressure is still high, and another doctor, there's several different doctors at this office, and it's just kind of like when you go in to deliver, whoever's on call, that's who you get. Another doctor's like,
let's do another 24-hour urine.
Do another one, and they don't say anything. So I just assume all is well. Well, one day I just decided to go online where I can check on, it's like a patient portal thing. You can go online and you can check out your lab results. I go on and I see for my 24-hour urine that it says something like, it's in the high range. Not sure what that means, but I brought it up with my doctor and they're like,
oh, no, that's not high.
From what I gathered, there was possibly some protein being poured into my urine, but the doctors still didn't seem concerned. I did ask them, I was like, should I be on some kind of blood pressure medication, because my blood pressure, it seems high, and every time you seem concerned about the numbers, but you're not wanting to do anything. And this one doctor just treated me like I was an idiot, which I know. I don't have a medical license. I know nothing about medicine, but I'm sorry about the interruptions. I have 3 kids and it's just part of my life. I asked her about, I was like, should I be on some kind of blood pressure medication? Like, would it be safe for me to take any while pregnant? And she just kind of looked at me and she's like,
no, you don't need blood pressure medication.
And I was like, okay. Like, she just treated me like I was just an idiot. Like, obviously, I didn't know much about preeclampsia other than the fact that, you know, I read about it online and did research about high blood pressure and pregnancy and the dangers of that. But I mean, I don't know. So it kind of just made me like sit back and shut up, and that's my 4-year-old. Sit back, shut up, and not say anything because, you know, they made me feel so stupid. I would get dizzy all the time, feel weak all the time, just didn't feel right. I couldn't get out of bed. There was one time where I ate something, and this part I am an idiot. I am such an idiot. But my husband was working nights, and so he slept during the day. So I was letting him sleep. I was at my computer, and I was doing something on the computer, and all of a sudden I could hardly see. Like, I didn't know if there was like something weird going on with my vision or what it was, but it was like I had tunnel vision, and like the worst tunnel vision ever. Like I could not see. I had no peripheral. I could not see. I'm like, well, maybe this will just go away. Like, I felt weird, but like I didn't even want to walk, and I started getting irritated because I could not see. It was freaking me out. But you know, I didn't use my brain and wake up my husband and be like, hey, something's wrong, I can't see. Forgot to even bring this up to my doctor. So yeah, I was an idiot. I didn't wake up my husband to, you know, go to the ER, or I didn't call my doctor. I didn't do any of that stuff that I should have done. I was a freaking idiot. An idiot. I think part of it is because they made me feel so stupid for talking about blood pressure medicine and all this other stuff that I didn't want to be the drama queen that's in here and like, oh, I can't see, and you know, they were
like, oh, maybe you should get your vision checked.
Like, I don't know. I have social anxiety too, so that does not help me, and treating me like I'm an idiot doesn't help. So yeah, that was one of the things. Then another thing was in the middle of the night, I was laying down, I was laying on my side, and all of a sudden, like, I felt like I was falling, and then my body just grew stiff and I couldn't move. It didn't seem to last that long, but just the fact that it happened, I was like, did I have a seizure? And I could have. I don't know. Ouch. Ouch, stop pulling my hair. So yeah, 2 dumb things where I should have gone to the hospital and I didn't because I felt like a drama queen, and I felt like they would, like, I don't know. I'm an idiot. Anyway, so towards the end of my pregnancy, I'm outside with my boys. They're playing in their pool outside, and I'm just like hot, miserable, swollen, like I feel like I can't stand, like I'm just exhausted. And I tell my oldest son, I'm like, I just can't wait to have this baby. Like, I'm done being pregnant. I can't wait till your baby brother or sister is here. We did not know whether she was a boy or a girl. And he goes,
don't worry, mommy, she's coming soon.
I start doing these squat things, and all of a sudden, like, I felt a pop, and all of a sudden there was like dark, like almost black blood that just trickled down my leg.